Hey everyone, so day 2 of the Creators Retreat. I am out here at the hotel waiting for the bus to go to Spring Meadow's Nursery. So I'm excited for today's trip. I'm gonna get to hopefully see some behind the scenes stuff. There's gonna be a talk as well, meet some more of these creators that came out here with us. But look at this view, awesome. Just came out here to shoot this portion of the video because I thought it was great. Just everything is beautiful out here in Michigan. The greenery, the plants, everything just looks so great. Even the front of this hotel has some great flowers growing. So I'm gonna get started with this this trip and see what footage I can get for you guys. This is starting off pretty freaking amazing. We are at Spring Meadow's Nursery, doing a breakfast here and then a tour later on. But man, as soon as I walked in here, just awesome, all the stuff they got going on. I see a few new things that I will show you guys, but the setup is just beautiful. Coffee bar back there, some breakfast going on, but there's just a lot of stuff here happening that looks pretty awesome. I'm gonna get to show you guys quite a bit, but yeah, this setup is great. Let me go ahead and dive into it and show you guys some of the stuff that they have set up here. So this one right here definitely looks new. It's an arborvitae. It's called Sting. I was reading the tag. It grows about 15 to 20 feet tall and stays about 1 to 1.5 feet wide. So that's pretty awesome looking. So this is one I saw at Gardens Crossings that I was excited about. I love the color. It's called Supertunia Hoopla Vivid Orchid. Great contrasting colors. Looks amazing. I think this is a Supertunia. Definitely gonna have to try in the future. I hope y'all don't mind. I'm just running around catching people off guard. If y'all want to introduce yourselves on camera.
Wait,
so,
what do you mean introduce? Like our handles?
Yeah, I'm just putting everybody on YouTube.
Okay. Hey, I'm Sky, Hamilton House Designs.
I'm Janie, Dig Plant Water Repeat.
Bethany, Chicago Gardener.
And Christopher and Eric from Grow From E5B.
There you go. I'm just walking around catching everybody unsuspected. You know, I haven't met everybody, but I'm trying to get to that. I know we talked earlier. Don't think we've had a conversation.
Nice to meet you.
So I'm Ambrose from GardenObsessions, and
Janie,
I know who you are.
Nice.
I just haven't really introduced myself, but just walking around. Isn't this an awesome experience?
it's amazing. It's so much fun.
I was just talking about how like the R&D facility, like I wish we could have shown something in there.
I wish we could have filmed.
It's amazing.
It is.
I look like an idiot.
Running around the hydrant.
Well, I was just
It was like heartwarming, you know what I mean?
I was literally.
I was just talking about how like everybody had a flag and like how awesome it would have been to like have our names on that flag and go around and see like you know who liked what
and what zone they're from and like why they would like it.
Exactly, you know, and unfortunately.
Okay, we should go back.
So we just got done going through research and development. Unfortunately, I can't show you anything because we're not allowed to do any footage or photography in there. It's a non-disclosure agreement, but it was amazing. I wish you guys could have seen all that. Anybody that ever has the opportunity to do that, just know that it's amazing to know what goes on when it comes to research and development, especially when it comes to picking these plants for spring and winters. The color choice shrubs, especially because there's a lot of stuff that goes on. There's a lot of trial and error. It's amazing to get to hear these people talk and understand what it takes to bring a plant such as, you know, these behind me that do so great in your garden and in your zone, how much time and effort it takes to make sure that these plants are gonna do well in your garden or in your zone for that matter. But just amazing how great of an experience this is. And, you know, being able to walk around. They gave us these little white flags that we were able to just stick in some of the plants that we enjoy or like very much, and I will tell you right now, there was a lot I liked, a lot of great plants. So I've got many flags that I put in there in that garden, and so did some of the other creators. Everybody, you know, some plants had maybe 20 flags in there because they're just that great looking. Unfortunate, the fact of the matter is that some of these will never make it to market, and that's okay, because when you see how much, like I said, how much effort it takes to make one of these plants come to the commercial market, I mean, you just know that they're picking the best of the best. So that's what's pretty amazing. So we just got done with the R&D. We're about to do some lunch. We had a talk on tissue culture, which was a great talk as well. So after lunch, in just a few minutes, we're actually going to do a development tour also. And I want to show you this view back here, because see all that back there? I don't know how much of that we're actually going to see, but it's a lot. It's a lot to go through, to view, if that's something we're actually going to do. And I'll be able to show some video for that, so just stay tuned for that one.
So a lot of thought went into rebuilding, expanding our production, and creating this garden center that we could put together for all of our big meetings, like our Gold Key Grower meetings and our leaderboard meetings, which are some of our biggest customer meetings, and times like now.
To 7 carts in an hour.
Man, that is...
It's pretty crazy.
I can imagine.
And then sorting it by hand, we can only do 50 flats in an hour. So it's 5 times as fast in the machine.
Wow.
It's more consistent because there's none of that human subjectivity. I think it's a good plan, but my partner thinks it's a bad plan. But then you got that one issue of grading.
Wow.
So back in the old days when we were much smaller, the way we pruned our plants was either with little hand shears, which you could imagine, or we would just buy the biggest landscape hedge trimmer we could find and literally bend over and sweep across the plants to trim and try to catch as much as we can. About 8-9 years ago, I think now, we had a dream, and as far as, well, wouldn't it be great if we could have a machine that we just drive down the greenhouse and we can just trim everything at once. And so it was just that, a dream. That's never possible. Nobody made anything like that, of course, but we decided to try to invent our own machine, and so that's what we did. And we found a big long blade from Germany, basically kind of like for farm equipment or for mowing large fields of grass in Europe, you know. And so they sold just a blade all by itself, and so we just bought a big giant sickle blade and shipped it here, and then we started to play around with it and made our own little prototype with lawnmower engine and sprockets, and we pushed it over some plants, and we said, hey, it actually does a pretty good job cutting, thinking that, you know, it wasn't going to do better than this, but it actually did really well. So then we worked with our greenhouse manufacturer to come up with a prettier design, or a more complete design, which we ended up with our trimming machine.
In a big bin like that, and then we have another machine that we developed in-house, which is kind of it's a leaf blower, but what they've done is they've turned it into a rice hull blower. So there's a tube that goes into the big bin of rice hulls, and it propels the rice hulls across the plants, so you're not having to toss them out with your hand or with a scoop. You just blow them out using this modified leaf blower.
All right, so we started the tour in the production greenhouses, and the magnitude of this place is absolutely ridiculous. There's just so much stuff going on here. Awesome to be able to see all this behind the scenes stuff, and for you guys to be able to see this on this channel, because you would not believe, look at this, how massive this place is. Everything that's going on here looks absolutely great. You got to see some behind the scenes on the machines that do the plugs, And it's just amazing how all that stuff is put together. The machine that we actually saw is actually at a slower speed, and it moves like 200 times faster than what it's actually going. So it's amazing that somebody can actually keep up with that. But yeah, the size and the magnitude of this greenhouse, and this is just one of them, is absolutely amazing. But gonna keep on moving to some other stuff and show you guys what else is happening here.
We grow baby shrubs, and we basically do 3 main sizes, 2 1/4 inch, 4 inch in a quart pot. And a lot of things we need to do with those liners from the time they come out of propagation until they ship to get them ready for the customer. They are plants, so sometimes they die, so we do a lot of grading and sorting and cleanup as leaves fall off. We have to worry about pest control and disease control, which Kristen and Freedom are going to talk about a little bit later. But we also have to do a lot of pruning. So our goal is to start off with a short, compact, well-branched liner for our customers to be able to transplant and produce a full-size shrub. So our main method of promoting branching and of height control is prune, 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 trim, trim, trim the plants as they need it. We're up to about 45 acres now, I think, of all gutter-connected greenhouse, all at the single facility here, where we grow the liners, and we've grown a lot in the past 7 to 10 years, really a lot. Testament to the branding of Proven Winners and how that's helped us grow our business and continue to expand based on the market desire for our plant material and our genetics.
I like to say it's kind of where the magic happens. So we've got 4 production lines in here. 2 of them are sticking, 2 are potting. So right now we're standing in front of our ISO machine. They were first installed in 2017. They're produced by the in the Netherlands. So these machines produce about 2,200 cuttings per hour. So about a week right now we're sticking about 500,000 cuttings this line alone. About 50% of the genera we produce here at Spring Meadow Nursery. We can't produce everything because there's certain qualifications we have to have. So we typically stick like Hydrangea paniculata spirea on these machines, but we cannot stick something like a rose because of the thorns, and crucifolia because of the thickness of caliper. So that's why it's kind of limited at this time. And then all these other varieties are still manually on the other side of this wall.
Okay, so I'm back home and I was editing this video and then I noticed I forgot to do something. I forgot to close out the video at Spring Meadow Nursery. I was just that excited. It was a great tour. I enjoyed every single minute of it. I wish I could have gotten more footage. I wish I could have done a whole lot more. I love the way this video turned out. I hope you guys did too. It kind of looks like a mini documentary halfway through. I was excited about this video. I just love every aspect of behind the scenes. Everything that is done before a plant gets to your home is just awesome. It's just exciting to see every person's hand that's involved in making this the best product that you could have in your garden. But I don't want to take too long. Like I said, I forgot to close out the video. I was just talking about how great it was, how awesome it was to meet a bunch of people and be able to tour the facilities and then the R&D facility. Again, I wish I could have showed you guys a lot more of that, but we're not allowed to show that. Lots of great stuff coming. That's all I can say. Lots of great stuff that may not ever come. But it was awesome, exciting. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.